Hi, I'm on here just a little bit early just to make sure that we are connected and everything looks great. And I think everything looks great, right? Awesome. I'll try to remember to look at the camera when we go. All right, so hopefully I won't be on here by myself. But if I am on here by myself, that's fine. I can talk. I can share whatever it is that I need to, whatever comes to my mind, whatever I think about. So today is going to be a little bit of a hodgepodge and just the various things that's happened over the last couple of weeks. Good things, some, maybe not some good things, but it's all part of the game. It's all part of life, of business, and it's a really a good time. Even though as I record this today, well, let me just hold on here and start from the beginning. So we'll count down here from another minute or so, and we'll start. All right, if you're watching this right now, I would really love to get your feedback on any of the videos that you have watched during this particular training time. Mainly it's been on every day or every weekday on Tuesdays, and I am putting that on file here, which the gurus will tell you not to do, but hey, you know, it is what it is, and things happen as they do and are. So, all right, so now we are at the top and we are ready to begin. Hello, everyone. This is Peggy Lee Hansen coming to you via Courageous Women Publications and for the Not So Alone Writing Circle for the members here, so that you can get a little bit of training to get your questions answered here live on sessions. This is a training that I offer every week live through Zoom meetings, so zoom.com software, and it's just been a wonderful experience to be here with you every week and to share my knowledge and tips of how to continue to be successful, especially with your writing, in your business, anywhere you can use the knowledge that you pick up on that I share with you. All right, so I've been gone for a couple of weeks and on vacation, and I actually basically did take off 2 full weeks. And as I popped in a couple of different times in the Facebook group, I did keep a pulse on the business here and there. I would touch on anybody that was asking questions or sharing posts, whether it was in this group or on the Writing Success Circle Facebook group as well, because those two are, one feeds the other. That one feeds this group, and if you are in this group, you are also in the other group, so you can get a little more daily affirmations to your business throughout your day to help, you know, lift you up, give you inspiration, help you ask yourself some questions of what you want to share and give. And I don't do that here in this group so much, only because it gets to be a little bit much. This, I want a little bit more content related and more deeper insight for you so that you can get more involved with your business and what you want to accomplish using your writing and the skills that come with that. So anyway, back to the vacation. I decided before I went that I would set up anything that I could possibly set up on a pre-schedule, preloading, scheduling posts in Facebook, and also on my email campaign. And I talked a little bit about this. I know one day last week, I think it was, about keeping the pulse on the business. And I think I just did that on my phone and just kind of jumped in on a Facebook live stream session. And that was fun too. I mean, after that, I talked like for 15 minutes on that, you know, just kind of rambling. And that was kind of a lot of fun for me just to pop in. So I might do more of those in this group, and also maybe once in a while in the Writing Success Circle Facebook group as well. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how everything kind of takes off. I am just starting to get into the busy part of my season, and I am going to be involved in ghostwriting a book for someone, which I'm really excited about, but I don't know who's more excited about that, me or the person that is going to be going on this journey with me and helping her to write her book for her. And we start this week, and it's just an amazing process. And we've actually been connecting, I'd say sometime this spring, March, April perhaps, it has been. And we've talked almost every week, not necessarily on the phone, but communicating via emails and text messages. And so we've gotten to know each other a little bit more as before we begin, and that's been very lovely to be able to do that, and fun. So I'm just excited about that. And I'm also trying to get a new anthology book going, and most of you here know that I just put out one in April, at the end of April and beginning of May, and it was a huge success. And so I'm trying to get one started for a specific group that I'm in, and that's taking a little bit more of a challenge, but yet on the other hand, it's a good challenge for me because not everybody is immediately on board, and each time that I introduce it or talk about it in the group, more and more people seem to be a little bit more interested. And I really want to make the book about them. I'm not going to be in the book per se. I will probably write a foreword perhaps to it, or an introduction to it, but I have somebody already slated to write the big overall foreword and talk about the book and why this book is important and why the contributors are just as important and all that. So I've got 4 or 5 people involved right now. I would like to have a few more. So we'll see how that works as well. And looking forward to that. And as time goes on, and I will be talking a little bit more about that process and how that works. Because, and I want you to know about this process, and at some point I'm going to be teaching the process of how to create your own anthology, because at some point you may be interested in creating one for yourself, of your own clients, and think of it as case studies that you might want to put together to showcase your expertise and your wisdom that people have actually come to you for. And you can showcase those stories, those people in your book, and ultimately have that as your own book. So if you were part of the anthology, which some of you were in this group, you might want to think about that and putting together those case studies and creating your own anthology, which is just a bunch of stories put into one book, and that has a combined theme, and to share between the stories. And so I just kind of think about that for a little bit and see how that lands. If it doesn't land for you right now, it might in sometime in the future, and if that works, great. Let me know, look me up, and I will help you get started on that. And if you need someone to help you self-publish, then I'm also your person for that as well, and we can get that going for you. Let's see, what else? Okay, back to vacation. Vacation was great. It was wonderful to have 2 full weeks off and not having to worry a whole lot, especially since I had my business on, it wasn't even on hold. It was because there was things happening every day in the groups that I managed, the groups that you might belong to. And, but I didn't have to worry about being there until somebody requested that I was there. They knew, and just like you know that I'm here for you whenever you need me. And that is what this group is really about. And I offer my wisdom and expertise as much as I possibly can on different topics, and I try not to repeat too much on the same topic every week. So I'm thinking that training is not necessarily the right word to go for this. I'm going to be searching out a different word for these weekly meetings, because they're a little bit more than the training. They are, I'm just going to find more of an education, perhaps. And maybe that's not even the right word for this either. Sorry about that. For that either. But we'll see how that goes moving forward. I do have the calendar all set to the end of the year. So that also helps to make my weeks, my days easier. And so I know I can just look at a glance and see what's coming up, and then I can, just like you can, make room for it in your schedule if you wish. And that's what I wanted to do with this vacation as well, because I knew this book project was going to be coming up. I got a couple of other projects for editing and perhaps coaching and mentoring for someone who is writing her book. And so those might be coming up too. And so having the 2-week break in between here was absolutely wonderful. Did I have a problem coming back into re-entry after the vacation was done? Yeah, a little bit, but it's also metro, what do they call it? Retrograde. I can't even say the word, so I don't pay attention to it a whole lot, but I know there's things that are happening with the universe and the stars and the planets all aligning and creating havoc, with a few people. And as I read more and more about Mercury retrograde, there we go, got it. I'm learning that it does affect me. I didn't think it did. I thought if I don't pay attention to it, it's not going to be for me. It doesn't work for me, but I'm actually finding out it does. It actually does affect me. And for instance, people are really tired between yesterday and today. And I was really tired yesterday and had a difficult time getting up out of bed, even though I had a full night's sleep. And this morning I find that I went to bed early last night and I slept late. I was in bed for over 12 hours and I still didn't want to get up. And but I knew there were some things that I needed to do, and so I got up and started doing what I normally do on days like this, and today, you know, being training day as well. And it's all working in its time. And I'm also taking a course as well and learning about different things and learning about the different archangels. And like Michael and Gabriel and Sandalphon. If you haven't heard of Sandalphon, he is a pretty interesting angel to have the knowledge on, because he creates balance. And it not necessarily means that, you know, everything is off balance, but everything for balance, meaning that it's touched, and that you don't feel out of balance because you actually pay attention to every little thing. And I felt really balanced on vacation because I was able to touch my business. I was able to be with my family. I was able to write a little bit and create some of blog posts that I'll be releasing at some point. So every little piece was balanced, but I was also able to connect with this angel that I can ground with, I can be grounded with, and I can just close my eyes and think about my feet touching the ground, touching the bare ground, and thinking about, well, visualizing the roots that are on the bottom of my feet, like on a tree, and how they go underground and they keep growing and expanding and growing and expanding and reaching various lengths, people, just being a touchstone basically, and to be rooted and grounded, and to know that I am being held and I'm loved, and just one thing after another. And that really helped me a lot during the vacation, especially when, you know, sometimes when you are with family, you know, things don't always go as planned. There's emotions, there are, it's not always easy. You know what I'm talking about. I have a parent, my mother, she's still alive. She's 92 years old. She's doing very well. She looks great, but she has her own opinions. And I spent some time with her, but we didn't talk much because my daughter was with her boys and her husband. And so she talked mostly to them, which was fine. And, you know, I'm okay with that. But I am okay with that because I have to talk that out with somebody. And my husband is a good sounding board, and we agree quite a bit on things. And I guess that's why we've been married for 38 years and still going strong. And that's something else too. We drove back to Wisconsin, and right now I'm currently in New York. So it was, you know, a 1,200 mile ride back and forth. I think we put on a total of 2,800 miles, I think, when all said was done for the round trip. And but we had a good time, and we talked a lot, and this trip unless we were packing up, which I let my husband do because he has a certain way of doing that. So I just allow him to do what he needs to do. We hardly had any little tiny arguments, you know, that can normally occur, being away from home and just being out of sorts a little bit. But we didn't really have any of those. And I think it's because that we can talk with each other and just kind of get all of our complaints out to someone who we trust really, really helps. And it doesn't matter for the other person to side with you. It's just that you are being heard. And I know that's where a lot of my clients and collaborators enjoy that piece from me, where they can feel safe and honored and held in the complaints, and that I won't offer them excuses or reasons or anything else unless they specifically ask for me to do that for them. And I think that is a good coach and mentor trait to have, is that you're not there really to fix everything. Some of that is just so that you can sit and listen to someone who needs to babble. Maybe much like what I'm doing here is babbling on. And but it helps to release some of that frustration, and it's a good thing. And we had 2,800 miles of doing that, and it's been lovely. I'm saying lovely a lot, and it's probably because I'm reading something that is British English, and also a lot of my friends on Facebook are from England, and so they say lovely a lot. And so that's where I'm kind of picking that up from. And lovely is such a lovely word, don't you think? I think so. All right, so that's what we kind of did on vacation, and it was just really nice, and just to let go of everything and to have everything set up where I really didn't need to worry about anything leaving or coming back and re-entering, other than just being a little bit tired. But I think that is more so of what's going on up in the universe, and with this Mercury retrograde that is coming down on people. And so I hear tell the next couple of days are going to be full of excitement and happiness, and just ready for the opposite of being tired. So I'm looking forward to that. And if you are experiencing that the last couple of days of being sluggish and really tired and sleeping a lot, I hope that you too will be able to experience the opposite side of that as well. All right, so one other thing, the next thing I want to talk about is, I think I've done this before on one of these trainings, but I also want to do it again. And if you have not experienced it, I know I did it with my book anthologist the last time that we met, and they got a kick out of it, and had something happen that was really unusual and really profound for one of my anthologists, and also for myself, because I was the one that was doing pulling a card. And what I mean by pulling a card is that I have a deck that was created by a friend of mine, and it's called, let's see if I can do this, Daily Affirmations. And it's by the creator of angelchatter.com, and her name is Christine Alexandria. And I have known Chris probably probably about 8 or 9 years, and she created a deck of 52 powerful questions for an affirmative life. And she, well, let me just read what she has in the description. And her daily affirmation deck is designed to create a moment, a reprieve, if you will, from daily life, to allow the universe and angels to work with you so that you may live the life you deserve. She offers 2 ways to use the deck. We can choose however that we want, that we feel called to use it. Pull 1 card daily, preferably in the morning. This offers a way for you to shift your awareness or a particular area of your life and allow the results to manifest themselves throughout the day. Or you can pull a card when things aren't going well. You will replace that each one offers, you will notice, should get my heavier glasses out, you will notice that each one offers a theme at the top. Find your area of interest and begin using this affirmation as often as you desire. So whenever you need to be pulled out of something, a certain place where you are at, the emotion, if you're feeling tired, if you're feeling down, if you feel like nothing is working whatsoever, you can ask yourself a question, or at least from the deck. So you can go to angelchatter.com if you're interested in purchasing a deck, and going to find out more information. But it's basically it's that simple, she says. But the key is with the affirmations is not to look for an answer. When the question is pulled from the deck, is that you just ask the question and allow for things to happen, to answer the question for you. She said there's no need for you to reply to any affirmation. Allow the universe and the angels to supply you with the answers you need in a most magical way. So today I thought I would do that for you as a group, and what I came in to pull before, here's the card, so it's kind of a unique card. So what I pulled was the theme soar. Let's see if I can get this to come in. There. So soar. Why is it so easy for me to soar? Why is it so easy for me to soar? Now, for pulling this card, I asked for a card who it was going to serve the most today, who is going to be watching this. So that's all you need to know. If you've been feeling a little bit down as to why things aren't happening as you hoped they would, or hoped to, that they would come about, not fast enough, just quite not working as well as you hoped. This is a really good question to ask yourself, and allow the universe, allow God, the angels, whoever is working upstairs that runs this crazy, wild world, to help you to give you the answers. All you need to do is ask. When you need help, all you need to do is ask. Ask someone, ask God, ask angels, ask your source, whoever is your source, whoever you rely on to help you in your spiritual guidance. That is part of it. And that's just maybe a little bit uneasy for some of you to talk about, but this is something that has worked for me over the the past few years, and the more I know and the more I see results, the more I want to share with my people, my tribe, you, to help you to get where you want to be in your dreams and desires. So, to soar. Why is it so easy for me to soar? And that's all you need to ask, nothing more. Think about that for the rest of your day, and especially when, as you are doing your work, and you just think, is this really worth it? And how am I going to continue, you know, and with my my work, and let the answers come to you. God and the angels love to answer questions, and they like to make things happen. And so a lot of it's divine intervention, divine timing. Some people say, you know, poop on divine timing. There is no such thing. You have to make your own luck. But if you think about it, it all comes together into one big bowl, and it's offered to you. That is what I see. You have to try different things. You have to try all things. Anything that will help you succeed in what you want. And so if this resonates with you, please consider these steps, and you know, create your own ask formation questions. Why is it so easy? How is it that I make up your own questions to suit you? And if it does not resonate with you, then just leave it alone. You know, this is just something that I want to share with you today. I might be sharing it again sometime in the future, and so I hope that you will be open to it. And if it does not resonate with you, you can just watch it and just let it slide by and wait for the rest of the training that's going to be happening. All right, so what else about the vacation and coming back can I tell you? Not really so much. It's just a matter of setting yourself up for success. And to do that, you have to plan. You have to make sure that everything is going well, and that do some testing, especially like for scheduling. I created, I used Facebook to schedule my posts. I know that you can use other programs like Hootsuite, and Binder is one of them. I can't really remember. And but find one that works for you, and start scheduling out, because you will find out that just, 20 minutes, and this is where the palm sessions come in as well. So think about this the next time we do a palm session, is to write for 20 minutes. Posts that you can schedule, in your Facebook groups, on your Facebook page, and to allow, that would allow for engagement with your groups, with your people, with your tribe. And then you can find out too and experience the freedom and the more time that you have, that you can do something else other than sitting, when the day comes, oh, I gotta write this post, first thing in the morning, and how can I, I need to say that, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do that. But if you sat down for 20 minutes a week, each week, and created your posts for, to schedule to your groups, it leaves you more time during the week to do what it is that you really want to get done, or that you really want to do as well. And you don't have to think about it. If you schedule them through Facebook, like I did, you will get notification, in your feed that your scheduled post has posted. And then as people see them, then they will either like, comment, acknowledge that you've done that, and you can start a conversation then if that occurs. And it's just, that just helped me an awful lot as I went on vacation. So, all right. So I think today we'll make it a wrap, and it's all about pre-planning. I guess today's topic is pre-planning your vacations, not only for what you're going to be doing on vacation, but for your business while you go on vacation. And you can take time off, guilt-free, not worried. You've got things set up, you've got systems in place where everything becomes automatic. Thank goodness, for email campaign software like Aweber, Constant Contact, things like that. Hootsuite, to schedule posts. There's just so much ease that you can create, so that you don't have to worry, so that you can set everything up and be attentive when you need to be attentive. And it helps a lot with that. So pre-planning your steps is what I guess the overall theme is, so that you can go ahead and take some time off. You don't have to be working in your business all the time and wondering, I should be doing this and I should be doing that, and set up some systems. And maybe we'll discuss that. If you're interested in how you can set up a system, let me know. If in the likes and comments, once this video is up and running and you rewatch the replay, so that I can create a program for you, and we can discuss that and have an actual detailed, more training on how to do that if you want. And we can go through it step by step. All right, that is it for today. It's good to be back. I couldn't wait to go on vacation. I couldn't wait to come back and actually, jump back into my work. It's a business that I absolutely love. I'm open. That's something that has changed over the last couple of weeks as well, probably the last month, probably before I went on vacation. But I used to be open for possibility, and I'm still open to possibility, but I am more open than ever to divinity. And that's where a lot of my ideas come from. And if they won't let me go, I know that I have to do something about them. The anthology book was one of them. Knowing more about the angels and the universe and how things may really be in charge of this world and this crazy, wonderful, worldwide place in which we live. And, I'm open to learning. I'm open to receiving any knowledge that can help me, help you, help many others realize their dreams and desires and achieve them. Hands down, no questions asked. Well, I don't know about no questions asked, but I guess I shouldn't argue with that, because that's just something that just kind of came in. So you know, just be open. Be open to possibility. Be open to those divine downloads. Be open to everything, and listen. Listen to what you hear, because that is really important as well. And the ideas that come into your head are not always follow-all, and you might have to just sit back and listen and see whether or not if they have merit and whether or not you can do it. So those might be the places where questions are asked. And if you have an idea and if you would like some help running it by someone and seeing whether or not it is really true and something that you should consider, again, let me know. We can have a chat, talk about it, and see where you may need to go next in your business. And business has lots of writing. That's why I'm here too, to help you, write what you need to get your business going and off the ground. And anything that I can do, let me know. Pop me off a note, an email, Facebook message, whatever it is, and we'll get talking and get you through it all. All right, that's it for today. Peggy Lee Hansen of Courageous Women Publications, signing off, and hoping you have a most wonderful rest of your day. So take care.